you also.
Let's go over there.
I mean, we could start. I mean,
Yeah,
Are you-
go ahead.
I can start with the issue.
okay, cool. Great.
So, I don't know, in the immigration, okay, so over the past like 8 months, we were researching like the different legislation right now that's like up in the House or the Senate in regards to immigration, and so we found that one of the major issues was that like immigrants in general don't necessarily, they're not getting access to the stuff that they should have, so like having a trial that makes sense and is fair, or like having translators in that trial because a lot of them don't speak English, or like stuff like that, they aren't being given that, and we were trying to figure out a way to combat that, but.
Yeah, I think the two kind of sub issues we found under that larger issue of representation was like A, kind of this lack of lawyers and translators, as Makeda was saying, that leads to like a backlog of cases in the court, and then B, the fact that immigrants themselves weren't aware of the rights that they were entitled to. So we felt like in many ways we could address the second issue like really powerfully. If you want to talk about
Yeah, sure. So,
do that.
so we looked at specific policies that were currently being debated, and there was quite a few. There was like Operation Streamline. There was like, which is basically the whole process into how Trump's been able to increase immigration proceedings. And there's also this really important bill being debated right now. It's called Senate Bill 7261, and it's on the state Senate. And it's basically talking about giving legal counsel and more representation for immigrants when they're in trial. And so we wanted to find a way to, I guess, lobby and push for the passing of that bill, or at least one of those bills. And whether it's through talking to representatives in their offices, through media, through pamphlets, through some kind of petition, to be able to have an advocacy for a specific immigration bill. Yeah.
And then the other idea we had also was to kind of compile, based on our research about different legislation that's in place, kind of a list of rights or like things that immigrants are entitled to when they're in the court or when they're on trial. And so we could print that maybe like a pamphlet in different languages, or like a few main languages that we find in communities in New York City in particular. We're still working out the kinks of that and kind of determining which organizations we want to partner with, if any. We've been looking at, there's one called the New Sanctuary Coalition in New York City, which actually helps immigrants gain the representation that they deserve in court. As well as we're looking at the ACLU because they've done similar work in distributing pamphlets that kind of showcase rights for immigrant families, and kind of comparing and see what new things we can add to the work that they've already done. Yeah.
Fantastic. Quick hand for immigration.